The attack on Pearl Harbor in 1941 was a catastrophe for the United States Navy, leaving the nation in shock and disbelief. America was suddenly at war, thrust into a global conflict that would demand immense sacrifice and resilience. The Pacific Fleet was devastated, with many ships reduced to smoldering ruins. Hope seemed to rest on the shoulders of a silent, almost invisible force, which were now seen as a vital asset. Submarines, once seen as auxiliary vessels, became crucial to the war effort. They were tasked with disrupting Japan's supply lines, a mission that was both strategic and perilous. These brave sailors ventured into enemy waters, often facing overwhelming odds. Their missions were dangerous, often with little support and high risk of detection. Early in the war, American submarine doctrine focused on observation and intelligence gathering. Submarines would track enemy movements meticulously. They would radio this information back to the fleet, ensuring coordinated efforts. Actual combat was secondary. This cautious approach was about to change dramatically. A new breed of submarine commander was eager to bring the fight to the enemy, transforming the silent service into a formidable force. One submarine, the USS Wahoo, would become legendary. Commissioned in May 1942, the Wahoo was a Godot-class submarine. Godot-class submarines were the backbone of the U.S. Pacific Fleet. They were fast, maneuverable, and heavily armed. Command of the Wahoo fell to Lieutenant Commander Dudley "Mush" Morton. Morton was an unconventional leader. He was aggressive and fiercely determined. He saw the potential of submarines to cripple the Japanese war effort. Morton instilled a new mindset in his crew. He drilled them relentlessly. He pushed them to be the best. The Wahoo was about to become a fearsome weapon in the Pacific. Morton believed in attacking the enemy whenever possible, never shying away from a confrontation. He disregarded the old doctrine of cautious observation, which many of his peers still adhered to. His tactics were considered reckless by some, but he was undeterred by their criticisms. But they brought undeniable results, proving his methods effective in the heat of battle. Morton pioneered new techniques for submarine warfare, changing the way submarines engaged the enemy. He favored nighttime attacks on the surface, taking advantage of the cover of darkness. This maximized the submarine's speed and firepower, allowing for swift and decisive strikes. He emphasized accurate torpedo fire over quantity of shots, ensuring each shot counted. Under Morton's command, the Wahoo sank 19 enemy ships, a remarkable achievement. This made it one of the most successful submarines in the Pacific, earning a place in naval history. Morton's daring exploits made him a legend among submariners, inspiring future generations. His off-color battle cry, "Shoot the sons of bitches," set the tone for submarine warfare in the Pacific for the rest of the war. The hunter becomes the hunted. In September 1943, the Wahoo embarked on what would be its seventh and final patrol. Their mission patrolled the waters around the Sea of Japan. Morton requested this location, still frustrated from missed opportunities and bad luck on their previous patrol in the area. The Wahoo entered through the narrow strait undetected. They sank or damaged several enemy vessels, but their success came at a price. The Japanese were now aware of their presence. On October 5th, the Wahoo encountered the 8,000-ton steamer, Conran Maru. Morton, true to his nature, decided to attack, sinking the ship at a cost of 544 Japanese lives. Two of the victims were Japanese congressmen, creating outrage and leading to the order to search and destroy American submarines. Silence in the deep. October 11, 1943. The Wahoo was detected by Japanese aircraft while traversing the La Perouse Strait. A clean escape was no longer possible. The strait was too shallow for the submarine to use depth as a cloak. The hunters became the hunted. Japanese bombers attacked the Wahoo. They dropped depth charges on the submarine's position. The Wahoo was caught in a deadly crossfire by air and sea craft. The submarine, crippled by the attack, sank to the bottom. There were no survivors. The Wahoo, once the terror of the Japanese, was gone. The loss was a heavy blow to the submarine force. Legacy of the Wahoo. For decades, the exact fate of the Wahoo remained a mystery, shrouded in the fog of war and the depths of the ocean. Then, in 2006, a dedicated team of researchers, armed with advanced technology, confirmed the location of the wreck. It was found off the coast of Hokkaido, Japan, resting silently on the ocean floor, sunk by a direct hit to the conning tower by an aerial bomb. The discovery of the Wahoo brought long-awaited closure to the families of the lost sailors, ending years of uncertainty and grief. It also served as a poignant reminder of the immense sacrifices made during the war, both above and below the waves. Dudley Mush Morton's legacy lived on, his name etched in the annals of naval history. His aggressive tactics revolutionized submarine warfare, setting new standards for naval engagements. His courage and determination inspired generations of submariners, who continue to draw lessons from his bold strategies. The Wahoo, though lost, became a lasting symbol of American resilience and the silent sacrifice of those who served beneath the waves, embodying the spirit of bravery and dedication. This video is dedicated to the memory of the brave sailors of the USS Wahoo, who made the ultimate sacrifice during World War II. Their courage and legacy will never be forgotten. As we reflect on their valor, we are reminded of the profound impact they had on the course of history. Each sailor aboard the Wahoo played a crucial role in the fight for freedom, facing unimaginable dangers with unwavering resolve. We honor the crew of the Wahoo and the rest of the 52 lost submarines that are protecting us on eternal patrol.